Hey yo, I've been seeing mad videos on dudes finding out that the child that they've been raising from birth is not theirs, and then they talking about like yo, it's over, kick the girl out, kick the kids out. I mean, yo, that's a hard one to call. Like, all right, for instance, I just ran across this story about a dude. He had a girl. She told him the baby was his. So he been there from day one. 3 years done gone by. And then he get a DNA test. And he find out that the kid ain't his. And boom, he tells the girl she got to go. Kid got to go. Everybody got to go. And I'm like, that from him just reacting straight like that, yo. I mean, getting mad, but then the end of the line being, y'all got to go, kid. Everybody y'all got to go. That shows me that that man wasn't being faithful to his damn self. He was out there cheating, hitting other chicks. Best believe he was. You know why I say that? Because let's look at this, fellas. Real men. And I know every real man will feel like this. You was with a girl, and time she pregnant, she telling you the baby yours. And you come to find out, nah, baby ain't yours. But 3 years done passed. This little child is now 3 years old. 3 years. Can you not imagine the bond that will start to come between you and that child? Especially with that child? Like even with you. Like you gonna be playing with him. You're gonna be taking him out. Y'all gonna be doing a lot of things together. Especially if you think he's your son. It's gonna be a lot of proud moments that you gonna have because of that little child. It's like, and then just seeing the love that the child will give to you from the bond that, like you're bonding. The child become the trust in you, depend on you even. And then you find out the child not yours. What happened and all of that? Nah, you can't, that's a love that can't be turned off. That's a parent to a child love. Like, he's your son, you love him. And all of a sudden you find out he's not your son and you think you can just turn that love off? Or should you even turn that love off? And how do you think them all, we all come from a place that's unseen. And in that unseen place, there are those who judge over us. You might want to say, yo, that the father, well, rather we would say God is a dictatorship. But God, like I hear people say, yeah, God is a dictatorship. No, God is not a dictatorship. No, 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 no. The father is the dictator. But the father has not to say anything at all for everything that the father, that concerns the father or the father's way is through God, whom is the son. How do you think God would look at you? That you done formed, even though you was fooled. It was all done by trickery. You were deceived. But you formed a bond with a little soul that, believe me, trust me, after 3 years, that little soul comes to love and depend on you. It's gonna cry when you ain't around. So, I mean, like I'm saying, I know I'll be like, yeah, yo, me and you done. The girl, I'll be like, yo, we done. You know what I'm saying? Little man here. I don't want you here, but I'm not saying he got to go. You could get out. Well, you could come and see him. He your son. Come see him anytime you want. But me and you, I mean, you could even sleep here if you want. But you already know. And I don't want to mess a little man head up. Like, making him think that it's all right to have two women. But, say, like, you could sleep. I would let her sleep in the house. But If I meet a new one, a new girl. But then noticing after that, if she's been acting right for the 3 years, even though it ain't my child, but she been being faithful. Even though she had that little secret, she still been loving me. And we had our little family. And even though it's not my family no more, guess what? A real man, he'll feel the pain, he'll feel the hurt. You're gonna go through it. But eventually, it's gonna go. Time heals everything, trust me. The only time doesn't heal something is when you react right then and there. That's when you cause destruction by doing that. And heaven teaches you that. When you're angry, fall back. Be slow to that anger. So, just for all of you men, because I know it's out there a lot, and it's popping out a lot lately since they had this DNA testing. Everybody, you saying that's my child? Okay, DNA test. And all of you that done had them children and thinking, without a DNA, getting DNA proof, you starting to get DNA and starting to find out that these kids are not yours. Well, my heart goes out to you. But remember, heaven is always watching. So earn your stripes, bro. For real, trust me when I tell you. How do you earn your stripes? In situations that's messed up. Where you keep your cool. You don't get angry. You think everything through. And you let that time pass. Because when the time pass, you shall be healed. Trust and believe that. That's all of us. Anyway, I just thought I might help you brothers that's getting ready to go through that so you won't get out there and start killing these women because you know how you do. And that's not right. Maybe not kill them, but you're beating them on them. You start treating them wrong and bad. Nah. None of that is required. If you find out that you've been raising a child and it ain't yours, the child is still the child, and it ain't the child's fault. And you've been knowing this child, and this child knows you in such a way that you just cannot turn your back. Imagine them in heaven turning their back on you, because that's exactly what it's like. Exactly what it's like. So all of you that you got them children in your lives, and you find out they ain't yours, don't abandon them. By no means. In fact, if you're a real man, you couldn't abandon them. Because like I said, there's too much time of interacting, of loving and trusting and bonding with that child that you shouldn't be able to just turn that off. That love with that child should be even greater than the love that you have for his parent. That's what I'm telling you. Because when you thought it was your own child, that's how it was. If it came, trust me, most men and women, you need to know this. If it came to the man having to choose for your life, for his child life, bye-bye, boo-boo. You gone. I know we'll say, we can make another baby. Nah, it's only a whip man to say that. A real man gonna tell you, boo-boo, I'm sorry. Y'all can make another one, man. Because basically, if you look at it, women, you couldn't be mad because y'all only have the egg and you feed the seed. The seed belongs to us. You know how when they tell you mama's baby, father's maybe? Nah. Father is, they say fathers. None of us are father. There's only one who is the father. Scripture do tell you this. And the one who tells you that is the Father is the one whom God is the only begotten of. This is what Scripture tells you. But then Scripture also tells you that the devil is the father of this world. But that's only by the religions doing that all of this is there. That the whole concept of father has been taken out of context. Because they say that there's only one who father. But then they say that the devil is the father of this world. That's absolutely false. If there's only one who is the father. And the Lord thy God, he did tell you, It was him that told all in the world. See, all of that, Father, and all of that before God came, oh, it was good. When man disobeyed, man had to do a lot of, which is where the religions got a lot of their rituals and sacrifices and things they, all these acts that they live by because they say that their religion, like this is the way of God. God don't want you doing this. God don't want you doing that. That's all. They take it from the Old Testament, not realizing that when it get to the New Testament, it tells you that all those old things passed away. Bible 1, whom all them people from the Old Testament was talking about God coming, about his coming, that he will lift the sins of the world from the world. He will lift that sin away from the world. What sin, you might ask? Well, the very first sin which man disobeyed and touched that which he was not supposed to. All right? That's the sin that we got cursed by. And all of those people from the Old Testament, they had to do, whenever they sinned, they had to do, perform rituals, give up sacrifices. They had to just do so many things. There was, you read about it. Old Testament tell you about when man sinned, he had to give up sacrifice, he had to do a lot of things in order that he be forgiven. But then you also had those prophets who was coming telling of one to come. And I gotta hang up. My niece is calling. Love y'all. Call y'all. We talk later.